So just finished reading this book called Effortless Mastery. It's all about mastering music, but I found it applicable to other arts. My art is writing, and talks about letting go of the need to be great or even to be good. And so when you feel like you can't write something good, write something bad. Like he talked about his friend who was struggling to write an opera, and he could great opera. He wanted to write the greatest opera since World War II. And the author said, he was stuck, and so the author said, just write a bad opera. And I so want my writing to be great, and that's often not a good spur to creativity. Just better spur is wanting to explore something. And there's a great quote in this book about a master who's asked how much he practices, musical master, and he says the minimum. And people thought he meant the minimum of effort, the minimum of practice. No, he meant the minimum of material. And he practiced that minimum of material until he mastered it. And then he became great. So I'm really stretching my writing through this workshop. I really enjoy the competitive aspect of writing in a workshop, and the encouragement and the support and the stimulus of writing with a group. And I read a great book about a writing group at Oxford University that C.S. Lewis and J.R. Tolkien was a member of. And this book made the point that the big differences between successful and unsuccessful writers is encouragement. And that we often tend to write more intelligibly when we write for a very specific audience. And so having a group to read for would spur these authors to creativity, because they'd meet about once a week and then read their latest materials to each other. And so that would spur them to produce. And it talked about the difference for Tolkien between the work that he wrote for the group, Lord of the Rings, and then the work that he wrote for himself, Silmarillion, which is much less intelligible than Lord of the Rings, because he did not write Silmarillion for a group. I find travel a great spur for my writing. Here I am in Monterey, November 8th, 2009. New experiences, any strong emotion I find is good for my writing. Anger, sadness, elation, new experiences, putting myself in different settings. Got up at 4:30 a.m. and it's now about 4:45 p.m. I'm going to turn around and get on the 101, about 10 miles north of here. Drive back to Los Angeles tonight. Cannery Road coming up in the aquarium here in Monterey.